Hey everybody, it's like August 10th I think. It's about 3:30. Just out doing some scouting. Public land as always. That's what I'm looking at right now. Just in some big open pines right now, but right over here behind me, or on the side of me really, but behind me, big old really small creek stretch that mainly just when the water gets high, it's a seasonal, I guess you could call it. But just out here doing some scouting, had to park the truck way back from where I really wanted to get to, just because the water's so high right now. We've had about literally almost 3 straight weeks of rain every day, at least an hour a day, just downpours. So yeah, we're a little wet out here, but we've had, not yesterday, but past 2 days before were dry. We didn't have any rain, and you can actually tell it pretty good. But just out here doing some scouting. Wanted to take you all along with me. I got my camera strapped to me, and just trying to find a place that looks worthy to put the camera. So apparently some people ain't been down this road, because this big old tree laying here has been dead for a while. So I'm just gonna walk down here a ways. I know there's a big old bottom a couple 100 yards down, so we'll go down there and see if we can find some trails. Alright, well, I found what I'm looking for. Just see all the pines behind me. The path I was walking is about 100 yards back here, and here's the creek bottom. As you see the transitioning of the terrain and trees, there's a trail right here. It's kind of hard to see with the camera, but it's a very distinct trail right here, so there's plenty of tracks all over the ground. I'm going to walk in and see if I can find some old rubs and find a place to set this camera. I'm still going to walk around a little bit. This is an area I've never scouted before, but my brother's had some cameras before down the ways here about a mile, and we've gotten several nice bucks on camera, so I'm sure this spot will prove just as likely. So hopefully, that's the hope at least. So just walk in here, see what we can find. We got some tracks. You can partially see it going in the pine needles there. There's a little bit of water on the ground. Let's see what we can get into. Alright, I'm in the creek bed, obviously. I've only gone about 80 yards in, and then it just turns to this thick stuff. I mean, it is just extremely thick. But all these tracks, this place is ate up with tracks, and all the tracks are leading right into here. So first thought to me is that these deer are using this area for bedding. Could be wrong, but that sure is what it looks like to me. There's private property about half a mile on the other side of these pines here, so that's also a plus. But yeah, this place is ate up the track, so we'll see. I'm gonna still explore some more areas before I set my camera up here, but it's definitely a good looking spot for sure. One quick tip for any new guys or gals getting into the hunting. One quick tip I can give you is right now I'm walking the edge of the creek bottom and these pines. And what I'm looking for, obviously, tracks, but especially rubs along the creek bottom here, right on the edge, and any trails going in and out of the creek bottom. Because these deer like making rubs right along the edge of these things like this. So any of y'all new hunters getting out there, is just one thing to keep in mind. Always a good idea for pre-season scouting, and I mean during the season when they're rutting good, just to walk along the edges here. There'll be signs somewhere. One thing I just came across is something to look for. Probably thinking, what am I looking for? This is all a nice little open spot here. It's got a lot of grass growing in it. And all surrounding it, obviously, is all these pines and tall gallberry bushes. And this is just one little small opening some little tiny trees and a bunch of grass right along the creek bottom. Not saying it is, but the thought is in mind that these deer might use this as a little mini food plot, I guess you'd call it. Some good forage in here on the types of grasses that are in here. But maybe, who knows? Plenty of tracks. Here's something I'm looking for. Old rub. Either last season or season before, but good sign to see. Terrain's changing up a little bit now. We're gonna keep on walking a little more ways and see what we can find. I'll be honest with you, I'm having a really hard time figuring out where I want to put my camera at. If I wasn't so far from my truck, I'd go get my other camera. I got like 3 of them in the truck, but honestly didn't think I was gonna like this place as much as I am. Yeah, I mean, this place is awesome. Tracks everywhere. I mean, just filled with tracks. But I think I'm gonna walk back to the first spot I was at. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is awesome. Awesome. But I think I'm gonna walk back to the first place I originally went to, set the camera there, and see what it gets. I'll let it soak for about a week. Come back, check it if I ain't got nothing good on it, or even if I do. And I think I'll walk back over here where I'm at now and set one up over here. But I mean, this place is just awesome looking, awesome. Huge bay head back behind me, mixed in with that creek bottom. And I mean, it just opens up into, you know, you see what it is back here behind me, and then it opens up into the pines. I mean, it's just a perfect little pinch point. But there's some rubs, old rubs, which are always a good sign. But getting out of here because these mosquitoes are tearing my butt up. That's another thing I left in the truck was mosquito spray. But I'm gonna walk back over to that first spot and just set the camera up there and see what happens. Alright, got it set and ready to go. Let's get on out of here. Get back to the truck. These mosquitoes done drank enough of my blood for today. There's the creek. Would not have been able to get in here if it wasn't for these hip waders. Shout out to Daniel, thank you for letting me borrow them. I sure didn't want to have to wear my daggum chest waders to get through here. It is way too hot for that right now. But there's the AC machine right there. So close I can feel it. Just don't like it when I'm seeing bubbles while I'm walking. We're getting about knee deep in here. To be honest with you, it feels absolutely amazing on my legs right now. Because that cool water's coming up through these things. Oh boy, it feels good. Alright, I'm back in the truck. It's about 5 o'clock. I've been out here for probably about an hour and a half. But hope y'all enjoyed this little quick video I decided to make. Just want to take y'all out for a day scouting with me. See what we could find. But about to head back on to the house. And just for y'all that don't know, one thing that's really nice is where I live. I'm only about 5 minutes from our national forest here. Makes it quite convenient to get out to the woods. But anyhow, head on back to the house. Get me a nice cold glass of tea and just chill out for a little bit. I'm gonna give this camera about a week to sit and come back, check it, see what we got. Hopefully got some good deer on there. I don't even care if it's a bunch of does, because you know if there's a bunch of does out there, Lord knows come rut, there'll be a bunch of bucks in there. But we'll see. I'm sure I'm gonna have something in there. There's so many tracks out there, unbelievable. I loved it. I haven't seen that many tracks in one spot out here in this forest for a while. I say for a while, for about this whole summer that I've been, hey, I got signal. For about this whole summer that I've been out here scouting, I have not found many tracks at all. I mean, you find them, but they're just spread out. I mean, to find a bunch of tracks concentrated in one area, it make you a little bit excited. So I'm excited to be coming back to y'all whenever I check this thing, whether I got stuff on there or not. We're gonna find out together. So give it about a week, week and a half, somewhere around that time frame. I can guarantee you by tomorrow morning I'm gonna be wanting to check it already, find out what's on it. But I'm gonna get out of here, get this AC turned on, and head on back to the house. Hope y'all enjoyed watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is much appreciated.